can use this. They also have a large and a small if you should have trouble getting a seal around your face with this mask, okay? All right. So I guess for the first part, we'll go ahead and do the sensitivity part where I have you put the hood on and I just want you to breathe normally with your mouth open, okay? All right. Ready to look like a beekeeper? So I'm just going to put 10, I'm going to start with 10 squeezes. I can go up to 30, but I just want you to breathe normally with your mouth open. If you happen to taste it before I finish, just let me know, and then we'll go ahead and take the hood off, and you can rinse your mouth to get that taste out, okay?
Okay.
Typically, I tell people, I can tell once you've tasted it because your face gets a little funny.
Yeah, I taste it.
Okay, all right, very good. We'll go ahead and take that off. Okay, all right, Donna Ray, so the next thing we're going to have you do is put on your mask. Have you worn a respirator before?
Yes, but I don't know if I've been doing it correctly or not.
Okay, so the first thing you do is you put it, hold the cup, have the straps dangling down, okay? Put it over your face, and then you put this one behind your head, and then you take this one, and it goes to the top of your head. The last thing that you'll do is form the metal piece to the bridge of your nose, and we do that by taking your first two fingers and pressing down on the metal to form it to the contour of your face. We don't want you to pinch it, because if you pinch it and it's not sealed properly, you can have that ridge in the metal and it's really hard to get a seal afterwards, okay?
And so you want me to go ahead and put it on now?
Yep, if you'll go ahead and put that on. Looks beautiful. Yep, and then just start up here and push it down.
Like out toward my cheekbones?
Yep, just starting at the bridge of your nose.
I think that's good.
Okay, and then usually what we have you do is just breathe out sharply and make sure you don't feel any air leaks coming up into your eyes or anything like that.
Feel a little bit right here. So
all right, so just try it again. Maybe push down a little bit harder, starting up here. Just really mash it in.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, because we don't want you to get a leak. Because the stuff that we use, the sensitivity solution, what we actually use, the testing solution we use is 10 times the concentration. So that little bit, so you will definitely know if you have a leak. It's going to be very strong, okay? Feel like you're ready?
Yeah.
Might get a little hot under there. You don't have any, so I just want you to bear with me, okay? And the first thing that I'm going to have you do is just breathe normally. And we'll do each of these exercises for 60 seconds, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and just put the mist in. I won't squirt it in your eyes. And while we're doing this, and you're just breathing normally, I'm going to read to you about some of the warnings and limitations of the mask, okay? Just to help pass the time. But so this respirator is used to reduce exposure to airborne particles only. It is not for vapors, fumes, gases, or anything like that. It's mainly just for dust and other airborne particles, viruses, things of that nature, okay? The N95, as it says in its name, is 95% effective against exposure. Nothing, that you were using in the work environment is truly 100%. That's why it's very important that you adhere to, putting the mask on correctly. One of the things that would reduce that effectiveness would be if the mask were to get wet or soiled in the work environment. And so if that happens, you should leave the environment first and then remove the mask and get a clean, dry mask, okay? For this next part, I just want you to deep breathe. Maybe 6 really deep breaths. It's also mandated by OSHA that your employer fit tests you annually. The only reason that you might get tested sooner than that would be if you were to develop some type of a lung condition such as asthma or tuberculosis or emphysema, something that would interfere with your ability to wear that respirator and maybe not go into respiratory distress. So if you were to have a new diagnosis such as that, you would need to get retested, you know, reevaluated to make sure that that would be okay for you. If you have any kind of type of oral surgery or a weight gain or weight loss of greater than 15 to 20 pounds, something that would alter the contours of your face, that might change the size mask you use. So again, we would want you, it would be a good idea for you to get fit tested before your annual evaluation. Okay, for the next part, I just want you to turn your head from side to side for 60 seconds, like you're shaking your head no, just like that, perfect. And periodically, I'm just coming and putting in some more mist just to keep the concentration up in the hood. If at any time during the testing you taste anything, just let me know, okay? If you develop a leak. And common sense says don't remove your mask while you're in the biohazard area. You know, always leave before taking your mask off. And that's pretty much it. These are disposable, so you would only use them once. Getting dizzy?
Not
No?
yet.
Okay, then now we'll have you nod your head up and down, just like that. I'm just going to fill out some of your paperwork while you're doing that. Okay, next we have a fun part for you. You get to read the Rainbow Passage, and this was developed by speech pathologists, and it is the standard in fit testing to have the subject read the Rainbow Passage. It's going to use all of your facial muscles while you're reading it, okay? I'm going to just ask you to read that out loud.
The Rainbow Passage. When the sunlight strikes raindrops in the air, they act like a prism and form a rainbow. The rainbow is a division of white light into many beautiful colors. These take the shape of a long round arch with its path high above and its two ends apparently beyond the horizon. There is, according to legend, a boiling pot of gold at one end. People look, but no one ever finds it. When a man looks for something beyond his reach, his friends say he is looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Beautiful, thank you. Now I'll have you stand up. We just have you march in place. To kind of mimic walking around in the work environment. I usually march with people because I feel kind of awkward just standing there. I hope. You don't know there's a camera there, do we? You're so cute. I'm gonna edit that out. But she is cute. Alright, I think we're good. Go ahead and have a seat. We're coming to near the end. For the last part, we'll just have you do some normal breathing. Any trouble under there? Okay, awesome. Awesome. So we're gonna say that you have passed your fit test. And I've got your fit test certificate here that I'll need you to sign. And then this is also saying that we've gone over how to wear the respirator and some warnings, cautions, and limitations. Just this you'll get a copy of, and this will go in your employee file. Okay? Okay. So I'll have you sign those before we're finished. But you can go ahead and take off the hood and remove the mask. And something that I had meant to do actually before you remove it, that I should have done before we started and I didn't, is I just wanted to let you look at yourself in the mirror so that you could see what it looks like when you've got your mask on and you've got a good seal, okay? Just so you know what you were just looking like. And that's all.
Okay.
Thank you.